Good morning. It's Friday, yay! One more sleep to waffles. I can't wait. Joshua, I can't wait either. It's so funny. It's another beautiful day, although this morning I woke up to like freezing fog, which was not, oh, it was cold, wasn't nice. So I'm glad I went for that run yesterday, because if I'd gone and planned to go today and looked out and seen that, I would not have wanted to go running when it's icy. Is not a good idea, and definitely not something that I do. So today was a yoga day. I did my yoga. It was the last day of the 30-day programme. The yoga that I do is Yoga with Adrian, and in January, for the past few years, she's brought out a 30-day programme, and you can follow it along every day, or you can follow it along whenever you can. Obviously I'm a few days out because it's now the 7th of February, but it doesn't bother me whether I'm doing it in time or not. But I finished today, so for the next time I do yoga, I'll have to look for something else to do. I don't stray from her channel, Yoga with Adrian it's called. It's all free on YouTube. She has released a February calendar with suggestions of which videos to do, so I might look at that, or I could revisit one of the programmes from a previous year. I think I've done all of them. Usually in January I do restart the yoga again, and I'm feeling good, feeling really good. I've been sort of tidying up what I've been eating as well, so that plus some exercise plus lots of extra fresh air, and I'm feeling really good.
These daffodils are growing so fast. I had to move them out the bookshelf because they were hitting off the shelf above it. They're quite pale, but that's because they've kind of been forced. They're indoors and they wouldn't normally grow so fast, but the heat from indoors is making them grow so fast. But there's buds there. 3 buds. Maybe even another one coming up. So it's nice to see them grow and super fast. And it's nice to wait for them to flower as well, isn't it? I was going to mention this the other day because I did film a little bit of it. I just had the urge to make a little crocheted cactus one day, a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, cactus or succulent. So I just went onto Pinterest and had a really good look. And I found this one. I made it with slightly thinner yarn than the pattern suggested, so it turned out smaller than the pattern showed, which I knew anyway. I thought it was so cute. Just one of those urges I had to get in my system. If I remember, I will put a link in the description box below to let you know what tutorial I used for that. I got some special succulent compost a couple of weeks ago so I could repot my succulents because they were getting really too big for the pots they were in, and this one in particular, the leaves kept snapping off, so I've lost, oh dear, that doesn't look very healthy. I've lost half the leaves on that side. This succulent compost was sodden wet when I got it because it was outside at home base. But it's dried out so much and I'm not really sure how often I should water these. This doesn't look very happy. I could just squeeze in the leaves and you can kind of feel that they get a bit squishier when it needs a drink. So I think that needs a drink. I think I'll go and sit that one in some water. And I also potted up this one. Yes, there's a Christmas tree there. That's Joshua popped it there. Which seems to be doing all right. I think there's another little tiny bit. I don't even think you could see in there. A tiny little sprout coming out the side of that one. So I'll take that as maybe a good sign that it's happy-ish. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh, I think that might need water as well, so I may go and pop them all into some water today. I've got this one as well, and I think someone said that one of the names for it was Ogre's Ears, which was really funny because I've always thought it looked like little ears. It's a really kind of one that you just want to touch. I always kind of give it a wee stroke. Probably not what you're meant to do plants, but never mind. You can see there's quite a lot of new growth there with the quite sort of brighter green spikes. That one seems to be quite happy, I think. Not sure. I repotted it, but the pot doesn't fit in that one, which is annoying. And I have that one again. This one was so difficult to get in the pot. The leaves just kept snapping off. I did pop a couple of the broken leaves into a little pot of soil just to see if they would root, but they've just died. So obviously it wasn't the thing to do. There's some very yellow leaves which are probably going to fall out. They're not pulling away. It's really squishy. It's weird. I'm sure I sat that in some water last week just to get a water, so I won't give that any more water today. This is the bigger plant that I took that little baby from. It was just a little side shoot out the side, so I just thought I'd pop it in a plant on its own. So this is the mother, I guess. It looks quite happy and healthy. I do think that any spots where it's really pale, like at the bottom of those inner leaves, might mean something. It's not a very bright room in the sitting room. It's the opposite of whatever, is it? Not a north facing, it must be. Pretty sure it's north facing, so it doesn't get the sun. It's not too bright, so I'll see how they go. They may need to get moved, but yeah, it's not too bad.
This is another little succulent that lives in my sewing room and it looks very happy. Again though, to repot that one, a few of the leaves fell off. Well, that one is dead in there I think. But it was a bit easier than the others, and there's loads of new growth on this. You can see all of the brighter leaves are the newer leaves. But that seems happy up here, but it's really light up here. It's late afternoon now, it's about 4:15. It's been a quiet day, very quiet and very uneventful, which is good. I've just been pottering around, just working my way through these bags. I am sitting doing the drawstrings, which is a nice quiet job because the sewing machine isn't on, so that gives me a chance to stick on some vlogs, which is great. I'm currently watching Ali, who's Little Drops of Wonderful, doing one of her little weekend vlogs, which is great. The sun is coming back out again. I did go for a little walk after the post office run and it was dull and grey. It wasn't very nice, and now the sun's out again. The weekend looks a bit wet, which is kind of annoying. I would like to try and do a run again. My legs are nowhere near as sore as they were the last time, so that's good. I think your muscles just get a shock that first time back doing something. So yeah, it's been a really quiet day. Hope it hasn't been too boring for the vlog. I'm going to make sweet and sour chicken for dinner, so I can do it on the stove because I have no oven. I can't remember if I've said somewhere already, but an engineer from the oven company is going to come out and have a look at the oven. I think I did say this yesterday. That's not going to be till Monday as far as I know, and even then I don't know when I'm going to have another oven, so I'm having to just remember what meals can be made on the stovetop. So it might be quite nice because we might end up revisiting some old favourites, and I've also got a few other recipes that have been recommended to that I'd like to try. Ali, speaking of Ali, sent me a really nice kind of, I think it's like a is it vegetarian or is it chicken in it? Like a paella but without the fish, the prawns and things in it. And you should do that on like a one pan dish. That looks really easy and I'm sure I've got all the ingredients for that and I do fancy that. I've also got a nice bit of beef in the freezer, so I think I can take that out and put that in the slow cooker one day, and then we can just have that with mashed potatoes and veg. So there's another one we can have. Yeah, pasta, macaroni and cheese, I suppose. What else can we have? I'm going to have to raid the cupboards. Oh, I bought wraps, and I saw on Instagram the other day someone posted a really nice looking photo of some, they were called crunchy bean wraps or something, and I think they're crunchy because you fill them up with, well, I'm thinking of putting like refried beans and salsa and cheese and maybe peppers and mushrooms and onions and stuff like that all cooked up inside them, and then you wrap it up and just fry it in the frying pan, like dry fry it, you know, just to crisp it up. So that sounds really yummy. That really appeals to me, that kind of thing. So there's a good few meals that we can have. I have been thinking about making a sourdough starter as well. Really intrigued about giving it a go. I love sourdough, and I hadn't really realised that once you've got your starter going you can just keep it in the fridge and you don't have to keep making bread all the time. That was what was putting me off, because I don't want there to be fresh bread in the house all the time because I'll just eat it. So if I can make a loaf here and there and then use it for pizza as well, then that should be okay. So I was looking at making a starter, which is just flour and water, but I need to get a better quality flour. I need something that has been unbleached, so like an organic unbleached flour. So I might try and find something like that over the weekend. I did have a quick look through my kitchen cupboard, but I've not got anything suitable, so I'll keep you posted on that. I also hadn't realised, because I've never looked into it before, but the starter, it's probably about 5 or 6 days before you can actually use it to make bread. but then I reminded myself I haven't got an oven anyway. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of moments like that, I think, where I have to remind myself I haven't got an oven. And at the moment I don't know when I will have an oven, so I'll just have to keep that frame of mind at the moment. So yeah, that's my news really. The thought of my waffles tomorrow is keeping me going. We're all super excited. I am super excited. I will of course report back, and tomorrow, if anyone's interested, I'll leave a link to the waffle machine that I bought. I'm always asked what waffle machine we've got. If you follow me on Instagram, even if you've seen the vlogs before, you'll know that we have waffles every Saturday, and we have done for years. And a lot of people on Instagram know as soon as they see a waffle photo that it's me, and if I don't post one on a Saturday, people are asking what's wrong. So I'm always asked for the recipe and for the machine that we had. The one that we had wasn't one that you could even buy anymore anyway, and the recipe, we'll have to try it out and see if the old recipe that we used works in this new machine, because the new one is a deep waffle machine, whereas before it was a thinner type of waffle. I could talk about waffles all day. Yeah, I'm not sure that I will have any more to add to the vlog today. I'm just going to make dinner, hopefully uneventfully, and eat it and chill out tonight. Joshua is going, he's at an after school club just now. He's got the Valentine's school party tonight, so he'll be out late. It doesn't finish till 9 o'clock, which is really late. And then tomorrow, no plans apart from waffle. Oh, my eyes, I'm all watery looking, so I've just yawned. Yeah, tomorrow no plans other than a nice breakfast, maybe go in search of some flour. I don't know, very quiet and no plans. So yeah, I hope you have a nice weekend planned. I hope you are glad it's Friday. By the time you watch this, your Friday will be nearly done, and you'll hopefully have finished work and be ready for the weekend as well. So I will, it's a noisy motorbike, I'll see you tomorrow.